Welcome to episode number 25 of the Feeney Call. We've made it to the next milestone. So we've had 11025. Tonight's guests are the True North Racing not broadcast, podcast of John Morrison and Megan Mitchell. They were very influential into getting me online and kind of getting me, where more people can see what I do and shoot the shit with each other and kind of expose my market a little bit. Few people know me at the track, laugh and joke around, stuff like that. um but yeah, so we're gonna have them on tonight. For merch wise, I'm still wearing my Savannah hat. Still looking to buy more merch, people. But people haven't hit me up or I haven't got their merch yet. I'm also wearing one of my sweaters, which you can still get. It's one of the vintage, I guess vintage now, uh Maryland late model sweaters on the Epic Racewear website. Um, yeah, I wanted to get an updated design, but it just never happened. And then we got a new car, and then a new car, then a new car, so on and so forth. Um, Sorry, I always get tired because I start recording these late. Um, yeah, so 25 episodes, and this one's probably going to close out 2023. So I'm going to wish you guys a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we're gonna bring on the True North Racing podcast group and talk about what they have in store for 2024 and what all three of us for Jomo Media have in store, and probably get sidetracked a whole bunch and not talk about any of this. Because when the three of us get together, it's full shenanigans. And I want to try to make an episode where we have Megan, John, myself, Cam, and Graydon all together on one show. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of getting sidetracked and a lot of fun, a lot of shenanigans, but yeah, it's one of those things that we're gonna enjoy the shenanigans while we can. And sometimes we need to get through that to you know, get through the off season, so to speak. So without further ado, let's introduce the True North Racing podcast. Welcome to episode number 25 of the Feeney Call. And tonight's guests are the ones who started it all for having me on camera. We have John Morrison and Megan Mitchell of the True North Racing broadcast. Um, let's give you guys a couple minutes to introduce yourself, and we'll start with Megan because ladies first.
Oh God. Okay. My name is Megan Mitchell. I am actually the driver of a pure stock at Flamborough Speedway and John's co-host for the True North Racing podcast. And that's about it.
Hey guys, I'm John Morrison. I own Jomo Media, I'm one of the co-hosts of the True North Racing podcast. Um, yeah, I don't know what else you want to know, buddy, but we're gonna dive into this.
How deep do you want to get?
Yeah.
So you guys actually started it all. Me and John met at Motorama 2022, with mistaken identity, as we can go through like every social media post between the two of us. And we actually met that same year. I think you got stickers off me that year of because well, Megan is like me. You got to have as many racing stickers as possible. Um, so we actually did a live podcast on the stage, which I still want to see the video footage of so much, especially the Dave Franks moments.
Oh
Because
my
like,
God, that'd be so much fun.
so for because there's no context, I can't clip the video in or stuff like that. Literally, Dave Franks walks up to me and John with a Werther's original from his pocket, and we're like, Dave Franks candy? And we stop everything we're doing recording to take the Dave Franks Werther's originals because, well, we're two fat kids in a candy store. And it's Dave Franks. Like, it could have been anybody else, be like, hold on, we're recording, but it's Dave Franks. We're stopping the show.
Yeah,
Dave Franks is the star wherever he goes.
he really is.
So that was my first time doing a podcast or anything like this. And then we did an actual episode with you guys about halfway through my super stock season last year.
Yep.
And then it turned into Megan couldn't make a night, so I turned into a co-host. And then you and Cam were kind of like, well, you should just do your own podcast. You guys are doing well. So here we are, 25 episodes later, and it's all John's fault and Megan's fault.
Hold on, can we talk about that a little bit real quick about the one in Motorama, because it was so impromptu, because Megan couldn't make it this Saturday because that's when they were racing at Flamborough, and Greg McPherson at Inside Track had heard about our little what do we call it again? Checkers or wreckers
Yeah.
from
Oh, yeah.
from the driver's seat, and he wanted to see it live. Well, unfortunately, because Megan couldn't get there on the Saturday, I couldn't really do it with just myself because I already know the answers. It's not good. So I brought Feeney up, and him and I just like BS'd for 30 minutes.
Didn't they kick us off the stage?
Yeah, because Raceline Canada was no, it wasn't Race Time Radio. I think it was Raceline Canada, I believe. I can't remember who it was. They came on right after us. So we had like a 50-minute window. I have 30 to 50 minutes. And I just like started off just like as we typically start a show, and then boom, it's like, all right, Feeney.
So
Like I said, I wish I had that video.
we gotta like try to sit there and start harping them every day till they give it to us.
I don't think they got it anymore.
They'll find it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not happy, but that's okay.
And then the funny part is we do that. We both pack up from Motorama to go watch Megan race that night.
Yeah. CVMs were racing, so I had a job to do.
I just wanted to see race cars go around the track.
Don't we all?
Pretty much, but like it's so the last 9 years of me racing full time, I haven't actually spent a lot of time going to the track just to enjoy myself. So it's always been, well, if the track's open, let's take a car. And it's just like, well, my only car was stuck in Motorama, and the other one was, but I couldn't make it to Motorama because my trailer was in the lockup. So I'm like, I'm like, I can't go get the neon and go run, which is a good thing because there was so many things I had to fix in that neon. But yeah, so let's talk about Megan getting back behind the driver's seat this year, plus doing the co-hosting duties. What are you looking forward to in 2024?
A lot. I feel excited for once, so I'm really just looking forward to hopefully getting back out, bringing myself back up to where I was, with respect attached to it this time, and just having fun. Like, I just want to enjoy it again, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, I think another thing is like you had a lot of respect and stuff like that, but there's always a few bad seeds that ruin it, which unfortunately like you had to take some time off to regroup and get settled back in.
Hmm.
But like I said, when you're getting into the sport, people sometimes can ruin people's viewpoint on racing because like we're all fans. We're all like we've seen this for years on TV. We've always wanted to be racers. We've had family members that have raced. And then you get in it, you get a couple bad seeds, and it's like mentally they can crack you in the first couple years
Oh yeah.
just because they're not happy that they've been racing, let's say 10 years. And I'm not gonna single anyone out. 10 years and you show up the first year and start laying a whooping off. So they're
Yeah.
just mad about that. Right. And it's just I've noticed lately that everything is kind of that's all going away. Those drivers are kind of almost getting pushed out because the negative seeds are no longer like the people. Like with social media and stuff like that, unfortunately, it's you still gonna have the here and there. But
Mhm.
I find at the track, it's like the negative seeds, you can go sit by yourself. Or we're gonna have a party down here. Until you change your attitude, you're not invited.
Yeah, it's
So
been
Best way to wrap it up.
yeah, it's been a good atmosphere lately. So
yeah. Well, I said like I went down there and during the rain delay, popped in the thorn pit and they're laughing, shooting the shit, freaking welcoming the tent. We almost got me in a late model that night.
I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
you telling me that. I'm going around to every single pit to see if I can get a ride. I'm like, you do that, Feeney. Let me know.
And the thing is, I almost did. Like, and then I was talking with Leo. Like, Leo's like, I would have put you in my car all night. Freaking, I could have watched to see what it's done. I'm like, I'm not that good at Flamborough, guys. Like, I am not the guy at Flamborough. I don't understand how to let my brain say, let's just drift it sideways. I'm one of those guys that likes to be constantly in control,
Mhm.
like of the race car, right? So it's like once it starts getting sideways, if I can counter steer so much, I can drive out of it. But it's like the soul like driving dead sideways, wait for it to finish rotating, and then punch it. It's like that's weird in my brain. It's like, but that's the fast way around Flamborough in the bone stocks.
See, and it really is because I learned that this year. When my car was loose, it was fast, but I was scared and I couldn't do it. I am not a loose kind of a driver. I like my car a bit tighter. So
And
kudos to them that can do it, but like, oh
and
God.
speaking of loose cars, we got John Morrison there in a race car this year, and he found out what it's like to be a little loose down in Delaware. What was that
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
buddy?
did. First of all, I gotta thank you for one being an a-hole and putting that surprise on me between you and Jacqueline and doing it at the end of the podcast. But honestly, man, going to Delaware Speedway and hanging out with Chris Lawrence, Wade Thorne, Rob Twitchett, and really trying to get an idea of what y'all go through behind the wheel of these race cars. And yeah, I ended up I looped it, I'll say 1.5 times. The one time was down middle of 3 and 4, and I kind of half looped it in 1 and 2.
So after you like did the half loop and the loop, did you start doing the Ricky Bobby where you're driving like real slow? These other cars are rocket ships.
Well, the funny part is the last half spin I did wasn't in my last session. I just took the white flag.
So
So yeah.
so the
So I
last best
just
thing you did in a race car was spin out.
pretty much, and I came back around and I came down the back chute there and pulled it into the pits, and that was pretty much the end of my day. There were so many cars, it was going to be tough for me to get back out again.
Mhm.
So working with Chris Lawrence and BT Racing as a new race car driver, what do you think that was like? Because
First of all, it was hysterical when I spun the first time
Hmm.
because I didn't let it phase me. I just got it refired because it died on me, got it going, and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna I found a limit for that point, but let's see if I can improve. And each lap, I was just trying to. I don't care if it was a tenth faster. I just wanted to continue getting better. And between Chris, Wade, and Rob, they were great cheerleaders. I'm gonna be honest,
Hmm.
man. They were great in the pits, talking me through it, telling me, "Hey, don't go all the way up. Stay right here until you start seeing a comparison between that car and this car." Um, and the coaching was just next level. It was really good to work with them and have a better understanding of what y'all go through each week.
I wish I had a Chris Lawrence chirp me on the radio if I spun out. So Megan, who's people that say maybe help you when you need a little bit of coaching at the racetrack? I seen some thank yous on social media earlier, but
Honestly, like, oh, I don't know what happened to my screen there. Can you guys still hear me and see me?
yeah,
Yeah.
we can.
Okay. A little black screen just popped up on mine. I don't know what it is. Um, I'll be honest though, like I kind of stay to myself. I don't really have like a group at the track, so it's like me, myself, my brother, my dad, and Dana Kangas has been a huge push for me. It's like that's basically my little circle. That's who I got.
Yeah, but I've seen your little circle get pretty big when it's like Frostfest and stuff like that. You seem to like your circle gets joined to the party, but like I have to go, damn it. Mind you, there was a nice burnout party leaving Flamborough that night.
What's that?
When we were the rain out,
Oh,
well,
frig.
when everyone was just like every one of your family members who did the best burnout leaving Flamborough.
Yeah, that was my brother. He got in trouble. Well, I won't say he got in trouble for that, but we did come back the next week and got
He did
told
get a
by an
talking to.
official. Oh yeah, it was a little bit of a and told that, we just expected more of your family and
Don't do that when there's no fans in the stands.
yeah, basically like
I remember during when I had my uh blue and yellow Honda Civic bone stock down there during the COVID times. They literally put $100 thing if you fight on the front straightaway.
I'd love to see it.
I mean, that's a better way to
I don't
do
want
it.
it to be me or my team, but like
When I want to fight, nobody wants to fight me. When I'm like already sore and bruised from like wrecking a car, then everybody wants to fight. I'm like, all right, well, let's do this. And then the officials are there. I'm like, oh, but that's the nice thing about being a big guy. But so what are some of the True North Racing podcast plans coming up for 2024?
Well, we definitely gotta for the podcast for next year. I'm kind of working towards a very special season opening where we Feeney, you're going to be involved in this one, I think, because we do have a few drivers from your package, so we're going to have to um get you involved into there. But what we are planning on doing is our season opener is not going to be a guest. It is going to be the three of us, and we are going to talk about all the drivers that have signed on up to that point.
that'd
So
be
I'm already in the process of making a script, not necessarily a script, but a kind of like an impromptu sheet. I know because we're going to go off the rails, featuring all the drivers.
Yeah, I was gonna say you expect us to stay on script. When has that
Yeah.
ever happened?
I'm the one who writes the script, and I'm always the one who veers from it because I'm like, oh, this will sound better, and I just go with it.
It'll literally be like, when did we start talking about like barbecuing and baking and shit?
The
Like
Cooking with Jumbo show. Did
So
he like at least
we need
share
to
you
make that.
macaroons?
back to your scheduled program.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to bring Megan some chocolate macaroons. I made some on the weekend, actually.
I know you posted in the chat. So we have a little group chat for Jomo,
They
and
were
like,
delicious, by the way.
Way to
yeah.
rub it
So
in.
so you've already smoked a brisket. You made some chocolate macaroons. We had some Dr. Pepper strawberry sundae top or cherry sundae topper. So what's the next Jomo cooks for the crew here?
Oh, no, 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 no. I got this. I got this. So it is a grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm
But
invested.
hear me out. There is also, I have to take a flatbread to make this. So I got to take chicken and almost make a schnitzel kind of deal
I don't even know what
and
schnitzel is.
beaten up bird essentially and deep fried
Ooh,
in
deep fried.
batter.
Back in.
Yeah.
So then I make this like schnitzel thing and then I put it on top of the grilled cheese and then I bake and then I cook it. Um and then I bake I have to cook both separately, then I put it together, throw it in the oven for a little bit. It looks delicious. I'll send you the video after.
Maybe I'll just have to share it when I release the video so people know what we're talking about. So we also have been working on plans for Motorama,
Yep.
getting a couple of the drivers in there. Megan, are you going to Motorama this year? You've been kind of quiet on our group here, being busy with
I
work and
know.
With 5 race cars, they got to be
Thought
busy.
about it, but I
parts cars, and none of them are for me. How rude!
I mean, like, I might potentially need a sub driver. So, like, if you're down, I'd take either of you.
You just
But I
see
might,
me and
I don't know.
John fighting at the track. You
100
do
bucks
feature
for a
one, I'll
lift
do feature
that-
two. Then she's screwed for the rest of the sub drivers. Are you allowed to do that during your? So that's one thing I didn't get from. So you're allowed to have so many subs per year, but if you do one driver in feature one and another driver in feature two, does that count as one sub night?
They won't allow it. It has to be whoever's driving feature one has to be feature two. So even if I were to race feature one, I need to race feature two. I can't race feature one and then let you.
Unless you have an illness or something, right?
Yeah, like
There's
if
got to
it
be
would
a
come up
there's normally
circumstantial.
like
suddenly, I think they would.
there's normally a drop to the end penalty. You don't get to start where they qualified. You have to start tail into the field if you have a sub driver. So if all of a sudden John's like, I can't do another feature, I'm not feeling well, or if I do the same thing, and then what are they going to do?
Yeah, because
So-
from what I gathered, they would allow that, but you would have to go to the tower and discuss it and
Plead
have
your
it
case.
confirmed. Yeah, basically go up and plead your case. And
Well, the best thing is we're both fat by the time we walk up the counter, we're sweaty, not looking good anyway. Like, we got this sold. So, as you guys seen, I'm working to get a new intro. As I seen, I made a post earlier today. You guys did your new intro, and I sit there and I laugh and giggle at the Megan's part at the down in Niagara Falls, even though I never get invited down there. Rude.
We need to do that.
I think we all need to like do some sort of getaway that's like cheap and affordable because like I'm poor, he's got a wedding, and well, you work with
She's a part of the
kids.
wedding.
I'm underpaid.
That's what I said. You work with kids. I was being nice about it. Anyone that works with kids isn't paid enough. Because I can tell you right now, like I'm good with kids at the track and stuff like that, but I do not want to be responsible for them. Because like I'll be like 5 minutes in and be like, you go the hell over there and don't talk to me for the rest of the day. Like as a mechanic, we don't get paid enough for the trade, but I'd stick with that instead of being like, yeah, you can double your money to go do this. No, no, thank you. But that's just me. But so yeah, we need to figure out a getaway, or maybe we need to have like one of those things where we just do like a social media drop. Like all three of us are here, see if they can come find us in like the mall or something like that. Even though
I
none of us
mean,
are good with crowds. But good news, there's only like 40 people that watch this show anyway, so we're good.
Even though I literally see someone I know in public and I walk the other way and pretend I didn't see them.
that's why you don't recognize me.
Yeah, I was gonna say she does that to me all the time. All I hear is Feeney, and I look around and I'm like, where'd they go?
Just Feeney, and then I'm gone.
She almost thought about doing the Feeney call there. You see that? She
Oh,
thought
yeah.
about it. I think that's Motorama goal right there. We gotta get Megan Mitchell doing the Feeney call.
I agree with that.
We're gonna have a three-way Feeney call off between Cam, John, and Megan.
Oh my god.
I'll win. No doubt about it.
Cam's getting pretty good though.
Time to go watch
Oh,
more
do we
women's
add
sports.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffries?
We can. If they're down for it, they'll do it.
So so my go-karting group that's going on January 27th with I sent you guys on Facebook. That's one of my video games. Adam Ross has come. So I get a race in the same group as Adam Ross, and I plan on chirping him commentary style if I race near him the entire time.
Oh my god.
So,
You need to slap a GoPro to yourself for that.
well, apparently you can rent them at the track for like $5.
What?
Yeah, apparently you just rent them for the day for like $5 or something like that. But either way, that's another reason I want to find my GoPro is because I want to get ready for obviously my new job with Impact.
Yeah.
I want to do more recording and stuff like that to get footage for the podcast and release and stuff like that. Which you guys should come to the derbies in the winter because I know you're not watching much racing right now. I think there's one in Aurelia coming up.
Oh, yeah?
I'll send you the information. That way, if you guys are off, you can pop by because it's literally
Yeah.
it's a winter carnival. So,
I'll have to check that out.
right? Well, it's something to do in the middle of winter. What else do you do besides go sledding? Welcome to Canada. You either watch cars hit each other or you go down a hill on a sled and try not to hurt yourself.
Or go
Big one.
skating or
Either way, no matter what, you're playing on the ice.
exactly.
So, Megan, where's the puppy that like normally joins us for the podcast?
Oh my kitty.
No, puppy. You had a
What?
dog last time that popped in.
Oh yeah, that was what is that? My boyfriend's dad's.
Oh, so you're not there. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't live there anymore. I live with my parents, so I got my cats, but I kicked them out of the room tonight.
My cat's been beside me the entire time. So I just remember last time when I was on the podcast, all of a sudden I seen her dog go by. I'm like, is that a dog? This is like how we work with each other. We're literally squirrels that just keep following the same direction and never get like the first topic finished.
See, and I was gonna say
Absolutely.
because I've been noting that. I'm like, we went from like Motorama to like I don't even know what to like intros to going on vacation. And
But
I don't
see-
think we finished any of it.
But this is how we've always worked well together. We all have ideas and we all just be like, we do this, we do this, we do that. And then like as a circle, we have like this huge idea. Like me and John, I don't know if he's talked to you about some of the stuff we were talking about during the summer
I
of
don't
like
even
recording.
think I want to know half the time.
So
You know
I-
about 90% of it, Megan.
Probably.
She probably just turned her Snapchat invisible, so she gave away the
That's it
secret.
too. I knew she would do something like that.
But no, there's still that thing I want to do with the the hidden away race cars.
Yep,
Obviously, one of them came back out of retirement before we got to film anything,
I know.
but it's back in the barn. Like it's full out back in the barn. So I'd like to do something like a lost speedways with like old race cars around Ontario to try to find. And I think so. John said that I have to be in front of the camera because he wants to record. So
Hmm.
I think we both record with what Megan in front of the camera.
Oh god.
Oh,
I'll be
you'd like
honest. You gotta
See-
give me like a drink or two to make me
Ye-
actually like.
So is that why you talk so bravely when we were doing the grid walk there?
No, to be honest, no. I won't drink at the track until after.
just in case.
Sure.
So I was just, I didn't know that you were recording at that point. So I was all like happy go lucky. And then John's like, no, I'm actually recording. And I'm like, oh.
You could see that in the video too.
Yeah, he literally just like so anyone that's a Pokemon fan, you can literally like, oh, this one freaking intimidated. It's like lowered your attack stats. Yes, I'm playing Pokemon because squirrel. So other than Megan getting back into racing with a new number, which I won't make her tell here because I know you guys are doing a thing on True North about that, even though she's made
We're
a
just gonna
post.
talk about it later on.
Yeah,
I
what's that?
already made it public.
I said
Exactly.
you already made a post and you already gave a reason. And John, you're getting married this year. Is there any talks of after the wedding of possibly getting a race car for a garage or
No.
you?
I got one.
Race car or garage?
Oh. Well,
A garage isn't necessary. You can't
oh,
race
I
a
could
garage,
probably
but you
store it for you.
yeah, just get a C can, put it over at Megan's place.
We got room for another. We already got two.
Oh boy. No, we're not not there is nothing in the foreseeable future of me competing in racing full time.
We didn't say full time.
There's just listen, right?
I said, is there a car coming? I didn't say, are you going to like all of a sudden, go after everything full tilt?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing in the works.
Yet.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you're going to see like a True North Racing podcast out of the freaking Mitchell Racing stable there. Is it MRC?
Yeah.
All right. I always forget if it's MRC or if it's MRS.
Marcy.
So, yeah. So all of a sudden, you're going to see, was it 23? What's your number, John? I can't remember what it is. Is it 23 that you're...
Mine's 32. That's my number.
I was backwards, but I was close.
Yeah, you were close, just backwards.
It wouldn't be the first time I've been
Just like
backwards.
most of our conversations.
Upside down and backwards and on fire. Perfect. So I'm going to give you guys a couple moments. And we're going to start with Megan first, obviously. I want you to guys thank your sponsors for the race car and stuff, Megan. And then, John, I'll let you do all the big, long thank yous for the people that support the podcast and let people know where they can find you guys on social medias.
All right. Well, I have no current sponsors for the 2024 season. I'm slacking. But I definitely have to thank our 2023 supporters, which were Pub Fiction and Caster, Lift the Visor always, Jomo Media always. And my dad. My dad is my biggest sponsor. I'll be honest. I'm daddy's money. And my brother. I can't go without thanking them. They do a lot for me and a lot for our team and just everybody that supports us on a weekly basis. And you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I think it's all just MRC Racing 73.
Yeah. And you got to make sure you thank your mom. She's got to put all the windows nets up because
Yeah.
that's why she can't race.
She does. Yeah. She puts all of our window nets up. She makes sure that we're all calm, cool, and collected. And yeah.
When are you calm, cool, and collected?
Never. Truthfully, never. Like it's straight up an act. Like my mom, okay, quick, short, funny story. My mom told my dad last year on my first night, what was it? Go tell. Oh shit. I don't even remember what it was now. It was funny though.
See, this is the squirrel memory kicking in. It was funny. I don't remember what it was, but it was
Oh,
funny.
that's what it was. My mom told my dad, "Can you please go give Meg a pep talk?" So my dad walks over, he sticks his head in my window. He's like, "Your mom wants me to come talk to you about pepperonis. All I know is they go on pizza." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And like it just left me wondering. So it kept me cool. So I gotta thank my parents for that.
Oh my God, Jomo, we could start a series. We walk up to the car, like the window net, and give him a pepperoni talk.
Hand him a pepperoni.
Yeah, it'd be like, here's your
Hey,
pepperoni talk. Here you go, bud.
here's your pep talk. Jesus.
Yes. All right. So, John, let's get on with you so you can thank the podcast sponsors and as well as where everyone can find you and True North Racing Podcast and Jomo Media on social media.
Yeah, of course. You can catch the True North Racing podcast, usually airing every Tuesday. We are presented by Vision 20 Studios. Our fan question period is presented by Taylor 2 Media and Designs. We also got JTM Racing, who will be being the presenting sponsor for our race day vlogs in 2024. Can't thank Jay Pepin and them enough for the support of Joe Media. They do a lot for me, and you know, with them having 3 cars, it makes me have to cover a lot. Graphic design studio. Half our designs look just as good just because of Megan's sister Rachel. We got Wilds Printing, Jay Wilds. He's done our stickers for the last couple years now, and we can't. They just look amazing. I can't wait to. We're gonna do some more work with them. 19 Marketing for allowing us to use some of their photos. Valhalla Mobile, new one coming to us for in 2024. They do sim racing. Rentals and stuff like that down in Oshegan area. They're amazing. Go check them out. Georgetown Printing, they're the ones who print our calendars and of course doing a lot of other work for us as well. Stickers and scuffs because we partner with them for 3 giveaways. They're doing one more giveaway here. Go check them out. And also Lift the Visor. We are a big supporter with Jory Elliott and what they do for the sport. Also, you guys can check Joe Media out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and all at Joe Media, and as well as our website, joemedia.ca.
Right.
I look really bad for forgetting graphic design. Ah, no, I'm so sorry, Rachel.
See, I cheated. I'll shoot you a message, Megan.
You have the whole sheet in front of you, don't you?
Yes, I do. I got the
See
website.
I have a
that's
picture of my car right there. Everything's on there.
that's cheating because like you guys are so used to being the ones asking the questions, you don't have the list ready.
I had
Like,
the list ready. I did this 30 minutes ago
see,
because I
I'm
knew you
used
were
to
going to
just
do
showing
it.
up with the steering wheel and then leaving. And no, this isn't an actual race wheel. This is my sim wheel, so don't judge me. Mind you, I am sitting in a race seat, Megan.
I like that.
This is the most comfortable thing I have for sim racing. So if I'm on a couch with her, I find myself leaning into it. So it's like also all of a sudden, like I'll be like, "Oh crap, bring it back, bring it back." Bring it. Anyway, I thank you guys for joining us. I thank you for basically giving me my start as A, being interviewed, B, almost breaking the online shyness I have. Because like I'm not really shy in person. I am who I am. But doing this kind of stuff was all new until we did it at Motorama and I came on your guys' show. And then once again for you guys pushing me off a ledge to start this. So like if people don't like me, it's half your fault. Thanks, guys.
Anytime, buddy.
Awesome.
All right. So once again, thanks to John Morrison and Megan Mitchell. You can find them on Spotify or YouTube as the True North Racing Podcast, or you can find Megan Mitchell this year in the Pure Stocks at Flamborough Speedway.